Greetings. My name is Kathy Adams, and I am the Southern Regional Director of the National Federation of Democratic Women. And I'm also a member of the South Metro Democratic Women's Council, my home chapter. This organization's purpose is to create awareness and to facilitate various social issues and programs that concern women in the South metropolitan areas. The South Metro Democratic Women's Council has extended an invitation to all eligible candidates from each municipality in the South metropolitan region for the upcoming municipal elections. An email has been sent to each qualifying participant, inviting them to participate in our interview series. So today, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing Councilmember Sharon Shropshire in the city of East Point, who's seeking re-election, and want to just engage in some casual conversations with council member and get to know a little bit more about her platform, her views, her visions, and her values, and how she can engage the constituency, and we can get in contact with her to contribute financially, to volunteer, or just to get some more information about her. So without further ado, Councilmember Shropshire, how are you this evening?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing exceptionally well, doing well. So with this upcoming election, tell our viewers a little bit more about yourself, and what your plans are for the city of East Point.
Well, I've been a resident for East Point for about 36 years. I've been on council 2 terms, so this is my 8th year. I've been an advocate for residents for quite some time. My priorities are public safety, economic development, and senior citizens. When it comes to public safety, I feel that we should always make that a priority in making residents feel safe and making our community feel safe, especially when it comes to public safety, community policing, engaging with the community, getting to know your police officers, getting to know your firefighters, having programs that bring the community together with the firefighters and the police, making sure we have salary increases in there for the police to retain and keep them here. Also having housing for the police. I initiated a program that has a unit of housing for the police and the fire that was in an area that was high crime. And it brought safety to that community. And it's designated, a whole unit is designated for first responders. So when it comes to economic development, that's growing our downtown, bringing business to our downtown, bringing new business, bringing people to our downtown, bringing awareness to our downtown, showcasing our downtown, showcasing our city and our beautiful homes in East Point, in our beautiful communities, in our neighborhoods, to let people know that, hey, East Point do exist. We're not just some sleepy town. We're right here, right next to College Park, right next to Hateville, right next to Atlanta. And our senior citizens putting program in place that helps them. That's bridging the gap. That's letting them know that, hey, we're here for you. These are the things that we're offering for you, such as Clean City Initiative, having programs to help them maintain their yards for those who can no longer do that, delivering food for those who cannot get out, programs and things like that to continue to bring our community together.
So let me ask you very quickly, what makes you qualified for this role?
I've always been a voice for the community. So I'm very qualified. I've always been a voice. I've been that person. I've always spoken for the people. Mm-hmm. I've always believed in fairness for everyone, equal for everyone. across the board. You can't do for one and not do for all. Everybody deserves the same. And I'm just a people person. I'm for everybody. I'm for equal and the same.
So you talked a little bit about economic development, but I want to, say we're in the backyard of the world's busiest airport.
Mhm.
What is it that East Point is going to do, and how can you help East Point get on the map and remain on the map as far as economic development and dovetailing into that economic engine sitting over there in the backyard?
Right now we have like our downtown commons.
Mhm.
We developed our city hall. We have that. We're now in the process of developing our downtown commons. We're looking at multi-use development. We're looking at business on bringing in new business.
Mhm.
And we're also looking at grants as well as helping business to come in here and helping funding business that may be struggling to come in. And we also have a initiative where the city helps business by helping them with their utility bills or their taxes if they bring business to our downtown. So there are things that the city have in place to help bring business to our downtown, to help grow our downtown. And we had our concert series, which is the Wednesday Wind Down, which showcased our downtown. So we had people to come and people to actually look at our downtown. And we actually got businesses to come in to our downtown. A couple of businesses that actually were vendors opened up restaurants in our downtown. So it's a good thing when you can have things like that to come, for people to come and see what you have, because then they come back to your city and they say, okay, I know this place and I know the spot, and they bring their business here.
So one of the things is, it's the elephant in the room, and I got to talk about it. It's about zoning. And because I'm one of the neighbors on the other side, and we talk about the warehouses and the zoning and how we have another municipal neighbor that has kind of like boxed us in, but people are whispering about East Point and they've boxed us in too. What's your take on zoning and that whole warehouse development component?
So here's my position on zoning and warehouses. We want business, but we want smart business. We want smart growth. So we recently did a moratorium, and it wasn't against any business. It was to get a handle on warehouses. We have in our part of our area, which is Ward B. Ward B was essentially known for warehouses. And those warehouses did damages to that area. And there was no accountability when it came to the warehouses, when it came to EPA. And one of the warehouses, the smell was so bad, it was known as Stinkville in Ward B. So we had to put things in place to protect the people that live in that area. And there were things streaming down in the water that actually turned the water blue. So we, the city and the taxpayers, are going to have to pay to clean that up. So we had to put measures in place that protects our residents' welfare, health, and safety, that we cannot continue to allow these type of warehouses to come in and keep hurting and damaging our residents.
So, and only on that particular note, with the health and safety topic, what about the noise abatement in East Point? Where are we going with that as the airport continues to expand and grow? Are there any long-term sustainable efforts around protecting the constituents?
I know that we have worked with the airport, and I know that it's growing. And I know partly our area for noise is mainly at Camp Creek. And we do know that it eventually is going to extend in other areas. And we'll continue to work with our Congress. And I know that there were funding given to the apartments at Washington Road to make sure that they soundproof that area. But as a council, I know we have to do more than just that. And we will continue to work with our Congress to make sure that our residents are protected from the noise from the airport as it continues to expand throughout East Point.
Okay. And shifting gears just a little bit, I want to talk a little bit about millage rates and your efforts and your thoughts around the millage rates and how we, create a sustainable community and so that, we don't have high taxes on the backsides of our constituents. What's your take on that?
Well, East Point have not raised millage rate.
Okay.
We actually decreased our millage rate because we knew property values was going up. And we knew that already was going to be a hardship on some residents. Mm-hmm. So what we did was decreased our millage rate because we knew that the property values was going up. So we're always having that conversation, and we're always thinking about our residents when it comes to situations like that. And if we're in a position where we can help our residents, we're going to do that. And that's always our top priority.
Awesome. We talked about crime, and crime is always a topic for everyone. Any additional comments on crime, or how you're sustaining crime, or combating crime, or anything like that? Any additional comments around that?
We just had we had this conversation last night at our work session. And our Deputy Chief Popham gave us an update, and crime is down in East Point.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And we're going to continue to work to make sure that crime stays down in East Point. We have cameras in East Point. We have tag readers in East Point. We have cameras in our park. We have shot spotters that's going up. So we're doing things to make sure that our residents stay safe and feel comfortable.
Okay. Anything you want to, what's your top priority during the COVID?
My top priority, as we have been since COVID, we are one of the cities that have been constantly feeding the community since COVID started. Mm-hmm. Every week, public safety, economic development, and senior citizens.
Okay. So because you are running for re-election, and what is it that you can tell us that made you really qualified for this seat, or makes you more qualified to serve another term?
What makes me more qualified is because I've been working. I've been working since 2014, since the day I took office. I've been working before 2014. I've always been an advocate and a voice for the residents. I've always been at that podium speaking for the residents, letting them know, hey, this is not right. This is not fair. You have to do better. We deserve better. And I will continue to be that voice to make sure that is equal and fairness across the board. I will continue to bring things that's going to help this city, that's going to help the residents, and that's going to put this city in a better place than when I took office. And when I leave, it's going to be in a better place, and everybody is going to know East Point.
Awesome. Well, as we wrap up, I want to ask, how can people get in contact with you? So if someone wants to donate money, they want to donate time, they want to volunteer on your campaign, they want to get more information about you as, just as a candidate, how can they get in contact with you?
They can reach me at www.untitled shropshire, that's SHROPSHIRE.com.
Okay, and so that's for volunteerism, contributions, everything, huh?
Yes.
Okay, well, anything else you want to leave us with as we're rolling down to early voting will start in a few weeks, and the election day is just around the corner. We're a little over 30 days away. Anything you want to leave our viewers with?
Just to remember to go vote. I have always been there. I'm going to continue to work to advance East Point to the next level. Together, we can do this.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to interview with us and the South Metro Democratic Women's Council. This interview will be very vital in educating, helping to educate our voters, and it will enlighten our community on just who you are and what your views, values, and visions are. So thank you very much, and we wish you the best with your campaign.
Thank you.
All right.
Mhm.
Take care.
You too.